Hello, everyone. Good evening. I'm Ann with Andale Homestead.
Hello, everyone. It is Casey over at Ormsby Farm, the halfway homestead.
Hey, it's me, Monica, Bland's Promised Land Ranch. How are you guys doing tonight? I hope you guys are having a wonderful Tuesday. I
Yes.
can't believe it's March. Guys, it's March.
The first Tuesday of March, flying by this year.
And
Yeah.
guess what? Yesterday was my 5-year anniversary of being on YouTube.
What?
You can't believe it. It's been 5 years that I have fallen in love with all you people. It's been pretty great. Now we are missing one of the squad here, and that would be Sandy. And Sandy will be back next week. We have our fingers and toes crossed. She just has a previous commitment that she had long time ago that she had to take care of tonight. So we do miss her, but we are thrilled to have all of you here.
And well, let me tell you, we're glad to have you back, Ann.
Yeah.
It was three of us musketeers last week. You were with family last week, so
And you did great. You did great. I was in the bushes watching. Our son was operated on last Tuesday, and I was in the bushes. I was looking through the leaves. I was spying on you.
well, let me tell you, Sandy did a great job saying hello to the peeps, but nobody can do it like Miss Ann. So, Miss Ann, would you do the honors of saying hello to everyone?
I would love to, and Sandy did a fabulous job.
She did.
Joe, how are you? Lisa, Mrs. Lazy Daisy. Hey, it says hello, hello. Tamra, hey, y'all. Hey, Cynthia Delight, all the way from the Netherlands. I'm so glad to see you, sweetie. My Jersey. Hey, Jersey Dolphins. And my What About Bob? Hey, Robin Hood Homestead, Robin Hood, Minnesota. Lazy days ahead. Everybody's mod, father, Mr. Jesse. Not for nothing, Homestead. Hey, Ginger. We're so glad to see you tonight. Penny Ortiz, you are just the best. Hello, panel and host and everybody in the chat. She's not going to be able to chat a lot tonight. That is a busy, busy woman, but she's in here with her earbobs and she's going to be okay.
Well, I hear also, Miss Penny, that me and you gonna have a conversation soon. So,
That's right. See, I told him. She needs to talk to Casey, she said. So that is good. Troy Sutton. Hey, handsome. How you doing? And there's Rebecca, touched by yarn. Hey, sugar. I didn't call you again today. I'm sorry. Hey, Tamra. Good to see you, Ellen L. And Tamra Aimling. We love both of you. It's so fun to see both of you in here. Jennifer Ocean Homestead, as Jesse says, Jennifer, not Ocean Homestead, because she moved away from the ocean. And just because it all adds up, Lori, hey, doll baby, I got that message from Bob today, and you're just the kindest and sweetest. Radine, I'm glad you're here. Thank you for being here. Miss Rita, Prayer Mountain Homestead, how's that puppy dog doing of yours? Ooh, Casey, you be looking a little GQ this evening. All
Yeah, you
right.
are.
just for y'all. I did it just for y'all tonight.
Yeah. And then Nanny Tam, hey, darling, thank you for being here. And James Hall, y'all, the Shade Tree Cook. We're glad James Hall is here. Jeannie, well, thank you for being here. Be blessed, everybody. She's in Florida. And Nan Snyder, good evening to you, my dear. Thank you for being here. And let's see. I'm looking over. We got most people. Hey, Ray Dean and Nanny Tam. And they're all saying hello to each other. We love it. When you chat with each other, just saying, it makes us feel really happy when you say hello to each other.
Yes.
So say hello all you want to.
Because we feel like a big old family. And the chat, us on the screen,
Mhm.
a big old preparedness family.
That's right.
That's what we are chit-chatting about tonight. We are talking about preparedness. And I was saying on one of my videos, it doesn't even have to be about end of time kind of preparedness. It could be just weather
Yeah.
preparedness. In the South, we're getting ready to head into that tornado season and
Oh my word.
all of that. So being prepared is something that's very, very important. Um,
That's
and there are a lot of things that we talk about that we use during getting prepared. But I'll tell you, Monica, I always get a lot of my stuff from you, and then I steal it, and then I put it on my Amazon storefront. Eh, Monica, what this week? What has been your thing that you've been loving? Huh?
Okay, well, I was like looking for it on here, but I'm just going to go to say that right now, one of the things that I'm loving, this sounds really silly and really simple, but it goes along with just being prepared for things because y'all, my ducks are laying again. And
Oh,
I just got 8 duck eggs yesterday. I was so excited. So my kids were like, "Oh, mom, those are clean." All of them except for like one was tidy. Like these girls were like, "Oh, that clean space, I'm gonna lay me some eggs right there." So
Eat.
let me just show you because I got it on my because I'm gonna do it like the janky way. I'm not as prepared as Casey. These right here, see these big old 1 gallon jars?
okay.
I am I am an avid buyer, purchaser of these jars. They should be on my Amazon list. If they're not, they're going to be on Casey's because I know Casey has them.
Well, I have them
Love
because
'em.
you sent them to me, yeah?
Well, I got myself a pack of 4 of them. Then I got myself a pack of 4, split them with my sister, and then my sister just called me the other day and said, "Monica, you got me 2 of those jars a couple like months back. What size were they?" And I said, "They're 1 gallon jars. They have a plastic lid. I use them to store my rice. I use them to store extra flour. I use them to store oats, but I also water glass my eggs in them. If your girls are laying, water glass those eggs now because then when they stop laying because of the heat or because of the foul weather, because it gets cold again, whatever it is, then you've got some eggs. And so that 3 pack right there, I mean, that's like $35 for 4 of them for $35. So do the math on that. That's a good
Yeah,
price.
It's a
Yeah.
must-have.
They
I
are
use them
amazing.
for water glassing, but what
I
I've
was
been
over there.
doing
Jesse's put a link up.
oh,
Thanks,
he's
Jesse.
our mod father,
Thank you, buddy.
saving our butt.
Yeah.
Uh,
1 gallon jars are fabulous to have on hand.
Yeah,
well, I
make
use
me
them
feel
also. I've been selling, homemade laundry detergent, and the 1
Oh,
gallon, that size, is the perfect size to sell them in
yeah.
because that right there, I have noticed using as a fourth of a cup, if you do a fourth of a cup of laundry detergent, the
Yeah.
powder, it lasts you for 4 months. So
Yeah.
that gallon is 4 full months of doing up to 6 loads a week.
Oh my goodness.
Nice.
It is wonderful. These are they truly are the jars. Miss Ann, we're gonna have to have somebody gotta send her some.
Yeah. For less than $9 a piece, I just worked it out. It's like $8.75 a piece, right? So for like
Mhm.
$9 a piece, you're getting a mason jar that's basically the size of one of those big old pickle jars. Is there a test? But it's like one of those pickle jars, but you don't have to worry about cleaning it out and get the pickle smell out.
Right.
Yeah.
And they're wide mouth, and I love the fact that they're wide mouth because you can reach your whole arm in there. And I mean, I can put a ton of duck eggs in there. I did it last year. I've done it years in past, and I love these jars because they do have the plastic on the top. Now, I will take those same jars and I'll put my rice in them, and then I'll put a couple of those oxygen absorbers in there, and I
Uh-huh.
fill my rice all the way to the tippy top.
Yeah.
Oxygen absorbers, and then put my plastic lid on, let that thing lock it down, put that in my pantry, and just keep my extra rice there. It is fantastic. Because if
That's a
you're not using your 5 gallon gamma seals, which I use for a lot of my stuff, then
Mhm.
definitely these 1 gallon jars are more like they're just easier to use and store, and they're a little
Yeah.
smaller than the
'Cause
5 gallon.
I have some steel racks, but I don't have room for the big 5-gallon
Yep.
buckets.
I'm
I have
telling you.
the gallon-sized jugs.
Yes.
So they need to go to you guys' Amazon storefront and
Well,
find them.
somebody's gonna send Ann. I can feel it. Somebody is gonna send Ann these jars. Like, we've
Well,
had socks, we've had things sent, jars is the next
socks.
I feel it. Is gonna
Well, I will say that these jars also are what my local apothecary uses to store all their dried like apothecary needs. So they have, if you have a lot of dried herbs and you have way more than your, a couple quarts or whatever, I mean, stick it in your gallon jar. I mean, a lot of times you have a half gallon.
And we grow them, so I do need them. I do need it. I do.
Yeah. I just pulled a bunch of henbit the other day, so I'm going to dry me some henbit because that's a very medicinal herb. And everybody's got it in their yard right now. Have you ever seen the henbit dead nettle? It's those little pink flowers that go.
Yes.
Nettle. But the henbit is actually like the sister, and it has the same medicinal properties, but you can pull those little purple flowers and like suck the juice out almost like.
Oh.
Okay. My kids were out there eating them yesterday while we were trying to weed the rest of my garden, and they were pulling them out. They have very shallow, root systems. So you just yank them out super easy, throw them to the pigs or whoever, and or you can take them and dry them out and keep them for your apothecary shelf.
There you go. I got to look up what that does. I don't work with dead nettle yet, but that
helps with inflammation. It's like diuretic, inflammation. You can put it in creams for inflammation, for like actual facial inflammation. Yeah. Probably would be good for lymph node cleansing.
Oh.
Look it up. Make sure. I am not a doctor. I just play one on TV.
So we have something new to look forward to.
Oh, Dr. Monica. Well, Monica, I have to say, I'm loving that too. That is something we absolutely love. Definitely check out, if you're listening to this, check out both me and Monica's store. I will probably piggyback off of Monica and put it somewhere on the store. And one of these days, we will force Andale to make a storefront, and she will have one too. So we can say, don't you know,
we're going to do it.
Poor Jesse is shaking his head in the back going, oh no, another thing I have to do with that woman.
Well, we were talking about eggs. We were talking about eggs and storage and stuff like that. I mean, do we have a segment about cooking or anything like that?
My segment tonight's a little bit different. It's going to be a little different for the folks tonight. But here, let's jump into Cooking with Casey.
Okay.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Cooking with Casey here on Hay Bale and Friends. My name is Casey from Ormsby Farm, the Halfway Homestead. So today's little segment is going to be a little bit different from what I normally do, because I'm normally talking about how to achieve that $2 dinner and bring down your grocery bill. But I wanted to talk more about preparedness and food on today's little segment. With severe weather months coming up, and also the uncertainty of everything that's going on in the world, I just wanted to make sure you had a little bit of knowledge on preparedness of food. Now, I always suggest that you take some notes anytime you're jumping in, Hay Bale and Friends, because there's so much information to absorb. And one way that you can do it is head over to our Etsy store and download our Hay Bale Prepper Guide. It is a 97-page, 99-cent download, and it has wonderful things. I'm talking like tons and tons of plans and recipes, empty recipes, and note-taking. And what I'm talking today is freezer. So you've done all of this hard work. You've either got it from the store, you got it from a friend, or you've raised the meat yourselves and you put it in your freezer, power goes out. Whether we're talking storm, we're talking grid down, whatever we're talking, how long do you have before that meat goes bad? Now, I had a situation before. We're not going to go there. That's a different video, different time. But you have 48 hours before those food is going to defrost and go bad. So within the first part of the second day, you want to start thinking about what you're going to do. And I would recommend pressure canning either by a propane stove or on an open fire. Remember in your head, 75 minutes for a pint, 90 minutes for a quart. That's going to be the standard for meats and for low acid veggies. Now, if you're doing broth and all the different kind of stuff, there are tons of videos that you can go and check out to get those timings. But 75-minute pints, 90-minute quarts. Pull them out, defrost them, throw them in a canning jar and can it, just so you have a ease of mind to know that all of your hard work didn't go to waste. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Let's head back to Hay Bale and Friends. Make sure to head over to the Etsy store and get our Hay Bale Prepper Guide. It's 99 cents. You won't regret it. Bye, y'all.
I love it. Great job.
Love it.
This one, I'm telling you, we had so much fun shooting. We have a 6-part series that's on this prepper guide and preparedness. Mm-hmm. So after you're done watching us tonight, it's a really great kind of binge watch to watch. I think it's a total of 3 hours that we did because we did shorter
Mhm.
episodes.
Yeah.
This prepper guide literally has blank recipes. If you are watching a YouTube video and you're like, ooh, Anne had a really good recipe, get you the prepper guide, open it up, write down her recipe. Or, oh, Monica had a really good point. Open it up, go to the notes, write it down. So I recommend it. And I recommend having a plan for your freezer.
I downloaded mine.
It it is really
Yeah.
upsetting when you have to unload a freezer that you have let go
Oh
and
my gosh.
all you
Yes.
hear is the cha-chings that you're
Poor
pulling in.
Monica has lost freezers full of meat before when
Oh my
didn't
gosh.
know that the freezer had died. That was terrible.
It's gut-wrenching. So
It's
remember,
hard.
48 hours and the first of the second day, the first part of your second day is when you wanna start game planning.
There
You
you
wanna
go.
start thinking, "Okay, well, power's not back on yet. What
Yep.
do I need to do?" I get my
Yeah.
most important meats out of the freezer, and I go ahead and I start canning them.
Break out a grill, either cook it or can it.
Yep.
Or can it. So,
Exactly.
that was my cooking with Casey this week.
That was awesome, Casey.
Love that.
Thank
Yes.
you. Thank you. So now,
Nice.
is it time for the will, maybe?
Yes, I think it is time for the wheel. And, funny story while I'm pulling up the will is last week when Miss Ann was not here,
Yes.
and then we kind of made an executive decision because it was like it had Andale written all over it.
Yeah.
We were like, "We can't do it when Miss Ann's not here." But watch us not spin it now. Watch
I know.
us not come up now that Ann is back.
Yeah. Do you know which one it was, Miss Ann, right?
No, which one? Oh, it was probably the being prepared, making candles or something.
It was the heat source one.
Heat source. Oh yeah, well,
As
I
soon as I
definitely
said, watch, we're gonna spin heat source when Miss Ann's not here. And
Right.
it did.
And we did.
yeah.
All right, Ann, well, you're back now, so you gotta give us the countdown for the spinner.
Okay, so we have 3, 2, 1. Spin that wheel. Let's see what we're talking about tonight. Let's hope that it gets back on the. Oh,
Can I just say, I knew this was gonna happen because Sandy wasn't here.
yes,
No.
because
Oh
I
my
said, "Doggone it, it's gonna be the time that
We
be a
we need to do her we need to do her Sandy suggestions right away.
Right. We
Yes.
do.
Hey, Brian from Vineyard Farmhouse. I'm glad you're here. Can you say block party barbecue? Says not for nothing homestead.
Mhm.
Hey, Brian, I'm glad you're here, sweetie. Yes, we can. Yeah, and we have had a few of those. Pyro Granny. That's
Yes.
right. Pyro Granny at the helm.
I like the idea that Nanny Tam said she has a notepad. She said she has a notepad and a magnet. She's got a little, notepad, and then I guess Tamara has the whiteboard she keeps. So she keeps all her stuff in it. She
Good.
puts it in
That
her
is a
freezer.
good idea.
So
I
smart.
love it.
That is so smart.
So good.
So,
Such a good
are
idea.
we going to talk about preparedness or are we going to go with the garden thing?
Well, okay, so now this is just me, and I'm Casey, and I'm bossy, yeah? And we all know this, but this is a Sandy topic, and we pulled, me and Monica pulled executive rank last week and said, "No, that's an Andale topic. We're gonna spin it in." So this
Yes,
topic,
'cause
we're spinning it in.
so if it turns onto it again, then okay.
This we can do. This
We can
this
do
we're
that.
good at.
Sandy would be a big help as well on this, but yes,
She
this
knows
would-
everything. Okay, I'm pretty much
She
convinced.
is garden
everything,
queen,
everything.
But
garden
yeah,
queen.
I can't find
Yes.
your Etsy store link anywhere, says Mrs. Lazy Days Ahead. Miss Lisa says.
So
Can-
if you go to our QR code, however I can point to it, it will take you to our Linktree link. And once our Linktree link is there is the Etsy store button on that. I even think there's a button for the actual prepper guide to go straight to the prepper guide. But that's all we have on our Etsy store is our prepper guide. So if you get to the Etsy store,
then you found it.
then you have found it.
There we go. There we go. Say it ain't so, Casey. Bossy, no way. Say it ain't so.
It is. It is.
Okay, so off grid.
Mhm.
Off grid. What's your off grid plan? Miss Ann, you have off grid plans. I think I feel like you have these plans. You have these things down, and so does Casey because y'all live on the East Coast, right? So you get hurricanes, you
Yes,
get big things, storms, bad weather. You're kind of prepared that way for an off grid lifestyle. So,
yes.
what is your like number one thing if you're trying to help people? Let's just say someone's new to the area and you're like, hey, you've got to get prepared for off grid type of life. Here's what you're going to need to do. Like, this is first things first.
Huh.
Where do you go? Like, what do you start with?
What do you start with? Oh, where should you start or where did I start? Where you should start is water.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Being able to have water because you'll be shocked at how much water welcome to my life. Yes, that's what
Those
Ginger
bag
said.
liners.
Fill
Yeah.
your bathtub with liners. Yes,
Mhm.
absolutely. Fill your bathtub and have liners and things. And we had coolers that we filled up.
Yeah.
Um we have rainwater that goes in buckets that are outside. A generator, absolutely, a
Okay.
generator. See, Ginger would have been perfect up here tonight because she lives off grid 24/7. But water is my number one. Water was my biggest hole for the longest time. We do have a creek in our backyard, and
Okay.
I always thought, well, I can always flush the toilet, but I wouldn't have. I don't know how I would do drinking water because when we have had really bad storms here before, we
Yeah.
had flooding, and the flooding brought all of the animals that didn't make it and all of the oil
Oh
from
yeah.
oil factories and tractors and pesticides from the farmland. All of that was in that water that
Wow.
came up. And so it's not like I can go out to the creek and dip up a bucket of water and then have something, even if I boiled it, to be able to.
Yeah.
Right.
It's pretty nasty. Ugh. So water. And then Ginger says, generator. How about you, Casey? What
Well,
would be your biggest thing?
I think I definitely am gonna piggyback on you and say
Yeah.
water, and I was the same way that I was not prepared for stuff going out when we had some issues on the ice storm, I guess 2 or 3 years ago.
Yeah.
A moment that sticks in my mind was actually from a moment of season 3, I think, of Hay Bale, and our friend Alicia over at Country Mama Musing challenged us to take 2 days, 48 hours, and act as if everything had gone, electricity,
Yeah.
Good
power,
job,
water,
man.
and seeing if you can survive those 2 days and then you can find your holes.
Uh-huh.
In that
Yeah.
48 hours, no electricity, no running water, see what plan you have in place. And ever since then, now I tried it for 48 hours, and that's where I kind of knew that I needed to order this, I needed to get this, I needed to have a plan of this.
Yes.
I encourage you to think about that. If you had to go 48 hours, no electricity, no running water, you can't use any of your conveniences in your home,
Mhm.
Mhm.
what would you do? How would you go about your day? Try it.
Mhm.
See, I think it's a good way to prepare and see how truly
It is.
prepared you are, with everything. Um,
It is a good way. Now needed to make sure because we have a gas generator
mhm,
that we have an electrician came and well, I can't seem to speak, but an electrician did come and hardwire an outlet so that all we have to do is plug it into the house and turn off our box and it will run the house.
Oh.
It's not we don't have to run a bunch of extension cords
Mhm.
and can fill a washing machine with ice cubes. help keep things cold, hold water when it melts, and then just put it in a spin cycle to drain it. That's true. That's a good idea. Um, Multi-fuel generator, make a gasifer for the generator to burn bits of wood in case you run out of your other fuels. Tamara,
Okay.
Ooh,
I haven't heard of that before. A wood burning. I've
Generator.
generator.
heard of like grills that have those wood pellets and heaters that have wood pellets, but I've never heard of a generator being powered by wood pellets. That's awesome. I'm glad.
Nice.
As a city generator. Oh, are you kidding me?
That's amazing.
That's amazing. 8 days no power during the recent ice storm. Thank God for a generator. That's right. And we also have a solar generator as well, one that's large enough to be able to run most of the house. But it does plug into the wall so that I can keep it charged up all the time. But
Mhm.
if it's storming and the sun's not out and it's raining like crazy, then
Yeah.
a solar generator ain't the perfect thing. Lightning
Well,
at night.
and before we go into more comments, you and your wonderful husband Worth were celebrities on a commercial for a generator company.
We
What's
were.
the company, and do you recommend them for people to look into? Is
It's
that the
Opus.
generator you have?
Opus generators, and they were wonderful to work with. We weren't paid, but they did give us a large generator that basically runs the house. So that was,
Nice. Nice.
and it will run some of the solar generators won't run a refrigerator for more than like 30 minutes, but this one will. It'll run for a long time.
Okay.
And you can run everything but your dryer and the microwave. Believe it or not, the microwave takes a lot of electricity to run a microwave. It's crazy.
Yeah.
And a coffee pot. A coffee pot takes an incredible amount of electricity. So you have to have a little backup in that coffee making
I
stuff.
was gonna say, that's a necessity right there. Speaking of holes, if I don't
Coffee.
have coffee, I'm not a nice person.
Yeah, I'm not a human till I have my first sip. It's just so.
Oh,
What are y'all doing? Hey, Paul Case. Hey, darling. So Monica, as far as there have been times where we will get an alert,
Yep.
boil water, or somebody has a wreck down the road and flattens the telephone pole, and
Yeah.
you're out of electricity for 8 hours or till the next day or whenever. What do you do? Because you have a lot more farm animals than we do.
Yeah. So water really isn't I hate to say it's not a thing, but I guess because we have a lot of water storage that I
Yeah.
just normally use for my garden. I don't need it for my garden if we're out of power. Okay. We also have a tank. We have a pond that is in the back of our pasture that has never dried up. Knock on wood, never dried up. And I've been here for 12 years. And and I've seen through droughts, other people's ponds have dried up, not ours. So I feel pretty confident in the water situation.
Mhm.
We don't typically lose power here, but when we have lost power, my first concern is usually, do I have enough knowledge in my head to cook foods that my people will eat? Because usually when we lose power or the grid's down for us, it's more like, what do I have to eat? Because my people are looking for food.
Yeah.
I've got lots of water stored up. They're going to drink their water. They're going to have their water. They're going to use their life straws. They're going to think that's a fun, neato thing. And that's going to be good for like 3 days. They're going to have a blast filling up their gallon, water drop, and then watching it drip down and filling that'll get old after about 3 days. But for those first 3 days, they're going to love that. Oh, I'm drinking dirty water and it's clean. So I don't care about that. It's the food, because if I don't have enough food stored or foods that they like, I think the part that gets me is that if I can't turn my phone on to look up a recipe, because normally here I am at 4:00. What am I going to do? Where's my recipes? I'm pulling up my recipes on my phone. So really lately for me, preparing for my family means putting food in the pantry that is
Mm.
shelf stable and making sure that I'm writing down the recipes
Yeah.
that we go to most. Having ways to not depend on yeast and having my sourdough going at all times has
Right.
been really important to me, and finding those good quality recipes that I can make from my brain. I know that I can make a batch of bagels now with
Mhm.
no issue. So I think that's for me, it's the food stuff. It's the making sure I've got food prepared and making sure that I've got the recipes written down, because that's important to my kids.
It
Right.
is. It is. And there's a whole playlist that I have on my channel called Be Ready's, and it is really cooking off grid.
Yeah.
And there's a whole different, and you're going to be great because I've seen outside where y'all build a fire and you're able to cook, and your boys are
Mhm.
getting trained in feeding themselves and learning how to open a can without a can opener. And
That's what we're learning though. That's where I feel like my holes were. Yeah, the
Mhm.
whole Hardneck crew is here. But yeah, I feel like that's where our holes were, that it's the food preparation for us, making
Right.
sure that they can start a fire, to cook
Mhm.
foods or to reheat the foods. Cause there's always people out there like, you got taco meat in your pantry, in your
Uh-huh.
closet, and
Yeah.
you have to reheat that. Well, first of
Yeah.
all, you don't always have to reheat it. You can eat it right from the jar.
Mhm.
But there's a lot of people that are like, "Oh, you're gonna get botulism, you're gonna die."
Mhm.
Well, how about just heat it up then and you'll be fine. There you
Yep.
go.
Can I
Absolutely.
soapbox?
Go for it. Step up.
Okay. That that was me stepping on my soapbox.
Here
Yeah.
it
Uh,
comes.
okay. Botulism spores lives in most all foods. If you can properly and it is sealed properly, you will not have the botulism.
Boom.
So that you can eat it cold out of the jar. But
Yes.
if you are so about the botulism,
Just heat it up.
heat it back up to a boil, you a-okay. It cannot live in boiling temperature.
There you go.
Mhm.
So when you have canned leftover, because we call Monica the leftover queen, because she taught me how to literally the stuff that you like, why not can the leftover? Why put it in a Tupperware in your freezer when you
Right.
can it and you put it on your shelves and all that freezer space is opened up?
Well,
Yep.
not to mention, because what happens if everything goes down and you have no electricity?
Right.
Then
Right.
that freezer is not gonna do you no good, because then you're gonna have to eat 850 pounds of all the food you've been freezing.
Oh,
Correct.
no. Oh,
Because
no.
we
That would
all
be
know what that's like. Raise your hand if you all know what it's like when you have a freezer go out, or someone left that doggone freezer door open and you have to eat 850 pounds of ground beef and steaks and chicken and little frozen pucks of soup that somebody threw in your freezer.
it's
Casey be having
terrible.
all those little pucks everywhere. He's gonna be thawing out pucks of food, eating food all over the place. But we all know what that's like. But if you
Yeah, we do.
put it in your pantry, I'm pointing in my closet because that's where my canned food is. Put it
Yeah,
in your pantry and just know that it's okay.
that's right. That's
You're gonna
right.
have food.
Oh,
Hands up
that's right.
hands.
Yep. And it does give me a lot of security, to know that I have canned goods, that
Yep.
I know that we'll be okay.
Yeah.
And I know for sure I'm going to be able to heat some up if I want to with
Mhm.
things that I have around the house. And because there was a time when I didn't prepare and that I was a city girl and I just you go to the grocery store, oh puck. What the puck?
We
Okay.
got a lot of those frozen pucks.
He
I
does.
know
Yeah.
is right.
He's got those little pucks of rice, right?
Yeah.
True.
Okay, that's pretty genius though, I'm saying.
It is. It is. And see, that stuff, once it's thawed out, you just eat it cold if you want to.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
I'm telling you, easy. But Anne, let's go back to you wanting us to be ready because
Yeah.
you do have a bunch of those
Yeah.
wonderful videos that went super viral.
Yeah.
Super
Entire playlist. Yep.
I
um I, I have prepared a lot of stuff in my household because of those videos. Like one, Yes, having crowns available for your nieces, nephews, kids is wonderful. But did you know you also could use them as a candle?
Yes, you can.
He be putting, by the way, Casey be putting crowns, and Eric was listening to his,
Crayons.
and he said,
Crown,
Monica, what is he saying? I was like, this
crowns,
dude is so East Coast. We can't even. It's a
crowns,
crayon
It's a crayon.
or a crayon, or for
Yeah,
Casey, it's a crown.
crowns,
a crown.
Crown,
crowns.
It's a,
crayon.
it's a
It's a,
Crayola. A Crayola
he
crayon.
said, Casey's so cute. He said, a Crayola crown, Crayola crown.
Crowns.
Eric's like, I
Well,
don't know
we
what
were
these people.
talking about words. I watched a podcast the other day. And how do you say, okay, this is
Oh,
how they say you're supposed to say it. Ramen noodles. How do you say it? I
I
say
say
ramen noodles.
ramen
Ramen.
noodles.
You say Raymond?
Ramen.
I
They're
say
saying somebody at home
an
is
O and an A together. I say, we'll get some ramen noodles. Ramen noodles.
Ramen. That's why I say
Okay.
ramen.
I say ramen. Ramen noodles.
Raymond, like the man, like everybody loves Raymond.
Like ramen noodles.
Crayon. That's right. Is a fast crayon. That's
Crayon.
right. Crayon.
But
But
regardless,
you made the point.
crown,
Crayon,
all burn.
crayons
burn.
you can use them to,
As candles out. However,
but they
they
stink,
need
don't they?
to, they do stink really bad. They put off a terrible odor. So unless, and I do say pecans, yes,
That's
Jesse,
true.
because that's what they are, is pecans.
The big hand.
But anyway, I mean that's what I eat are the pecans, and I love them, and they're wonderful, and I cook with them, and they're so good.
Pecan pie.
But there are a bunch of ways, and do if you want just for fun, really, most of them are shorts. Check out a Be Ready playlist on
Yeah.
there. There's a lot of really good ideas that you might not think about that you're
Mhm.
having to think out of the box
Yeah.
to go, oh my gosh, I've got some dryer lint, or I have some cotton balls, and I have some alcohol, and I have some old cans, and I can make a stove, and
Yep.
that kind of thing. And if you're freezing to death, you might be able to figure it out. And um, I think that's a pretty cool thing. There's
Well,
lots
I
of
saved
things.
my dryer because of you, Miss Ann. Now, like
Yes,
put it
wonderful fire starters.
in a Ziploc bag,
Me too.
push the air out of it so it's like kind of vacuum sealed in there, and
Yeah.
put it aside for a fire starter.
It's an awesome prep. Easy fire starter.
Well, I think the idea too is there's the playlist right there. I think the idea too is it's one thing to like see these ideas once or twice, but it's a whole nother thing to be able to do it. Like before I started processing my own chickens, I watched Joel Salatin process a chicken on a YouTube video probably 18 million times. All the views on that playlist on his is probably from me. I mean, I literally put the thing on pause, went outside, started to process one of the birds, got hung up on something, came back inside because I don't know why I didn't have a phone outside. Don't ask me why. Look, turned on, pushed play on the video, watched it again. I was like, oh, got it. Went back outside and then proceeded to process, 10 more chickens. The point is that if you don't practice it, then
Right.
it's not gonna come to you
Right.
as naturally when the thing hits.
That's
If
right.
you always just fall back on what you know or what you've never done, you just can't do something you've never done
Right.
well if you've never tried it. I mean, you're gonna be trying it. I would hate to try something brand new in
In
a
an
pandemic,
emergency.
in an
Yeah.
emergency. That's why everything, whether it's medical, like if you've never used natural remedies and then all of a sudden you're like, I'm going to get natural remedies and I'm going to go live off a grid and I'm going to do this. And then someone gets sick and you're like, you
Yeah.
freeze and immediately you want to go to the doctor and go get antibiotics because that's what you know.
Mhm.
But if you're truly off grid and you want to try to handle it within house, then you can stop and think, okay, let me practice this.
It
And that's
is
for
so
everything.
important.
It's for medical, it's for
Mhm.
fire, it's for eating, it's for water.
Yeah.
Practice it
That's
now.
why I think that 48-hour challenge that
Yeah.
Elisa had pushed to us is so important because you're having to practice
Yeah.
these
Right.
certain things that you feel that, oh, I would know how to do it. Because you really
Yeah.
don't. When you get to that point and the blood's pumping,
Yeah.
sometimes it escapes you.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, I bought those little bottles of water clarifying pills. I can't speak. Pills.
Yep.
And it's a two-step thing, which I didn't
Yeah.
know it was a two-step thing because I thought I was getting 2 bottles, but it's not. And
Yeah.
then I tried it actually on a live with a friend of mine. I tried it and I had some creek water and then I had some creek water that was treated right beside it, and it was terrible.
I was gonna say, it's horrible, isn't it?
It was awful.
You're better off doing it with get a life straw. You're
know.
better off with those life straws and all those other things.
I didn't know. I didn't know. And I thought, well, I ain't drinking that. I mean, it's still got amoebas floating in it. I'm not, if I'm dying, maybe I'll.
Well, then you'd be
sip
dying
it.
with the runs.
Yeah.
You
That's
wanna die
true.
with the runs.
Well, I think on that note, I think we need to jump over to have some quiet moment with Anne while we're talking about the word. So
Oh my
there's
gracious.
no other smoother way to transition.
Anne's angles. Hello, everyone. Thank you for being here. We really appreciate you all being in Round the Hay Bale, Hay Bale and Friends. This section is known as Anne's angle. Kind of my angle on life, right? And I read a little something that stuck out with me today, and it said, your mind is like a garden. Your thoughts are the seeds. You can grow flowers or you can grow weeds. And that's so true in life. I just had a circumstance that we were put in a situation that I was not comfortable with. I thought we should be in a different place, in another spot. But it worked out that you have your mind open to actually hear and see what you're supposed to do and realize that you're exactly where you're supposed to be at exactly this moment. If I had concentrated on the bad, it would have been bad. But blessedly, I was able to concentrate on the good, and it's all going well now that I understand that I do have control. I can either plant flowers or I can plant weeds. I choose those pretty flowers for the bees and the dragonflies and the butterflies. So thank you so much for being here with me on Anne's Angles here on Hay Bale and Friends. We're going to be right back with a lot of other wonderful information. We'll talk to you soon now.
That was so good. I love that.
I have gotten off in the weeds, man. I've gotten off in the weeds before, but we can decide how you want to look at your attitude. If you look for the positive, it's there. It's there. You have to look for it. So, the picture looks fine. Clean those glasses, Miss Ann. The picture was so fuzzy, and I cleaned my camera. So something's wrong in the transmission. I don't know what.
Sometimes I think that it's the iPhone that, like, unless you buy a newer iPhone, they start blurring your camera slowly and slowly.
It is because it's paid for now.
Yeah.
So it's the battery's starting to not work right.
They've already admitted they do that,
Obviously, the camera's not working right.
Yeah.
Yep.
And when you update your phone, it's like, oh, your phone's too old to update. So now we're going to act crazy. So you have to go and buy another one, which I had to do that. But
yes,
that's exactly what they're doing. They know what they're doing.
They know what they're doing.
Okay, so preparedness. We've pretty much covered the things that we do, or at least how to find out. When I see Ginger, they live day to day. She doesn't have air conditioning, really. She has a few fans. She lives in Georgia, which is, I don't know how
Props to your girl, because woo, I
she
get angry if I'm on like 72.
yeah.
No,
She
you
puts
don't, because you keep your house warm. Don't even try it. Don't even try it.
I will say that Monica made me, so I did it at like 78. Now I'll tell you, my family is like, yeah, that's why we don't go over to Casey's house.
Oh, they get angry. They get so mad. My people get so mad. They're like, yeah, 78 degrees or 80. My friend said
Ooh.
the other, she's like, that's ridiculous. I was like, guess what? When you come inside from 105, 78 feels very chilly. So you're fine. If you don't like 78, go sit in 105. You'll be fine.
Yeah. You'll learn it.
No, we're old.
You
We
learn it
can
real fast.
that up
But
and
yeah,
down.
summers can be a challenge. But if you don't practice that kind of stuff, it makes it worse.
Yeah, it
Right?
does. It does.
Practicing it, learning it. If you download the Hay Bale Prepper Guide, you can write down those recipes. You can write down the holes that you might have. It'll help you keep a list of the things that you do have, and maybe even put some contact information. Maybe you get with some people in your area, because don't forget, if something happens and the grid goes down, you need a community. I know that there are people that are right around me that might need my help, but I also know that I literally live within walking distance of a nurse. So if I need help, I can get where I need to be. I can get on a bicycle if I need to, get somewhere faster and I can't walk or run there. I can get
Right.
on a bicycle and I can go down the road and get to my other neighbor, where they were a prepared medic. They were a military medic. So I
Okay.
know people. I've got people around me. I live kind of in a community, but also, if something happened and bad weather hit or the grid went down or whatever it is, somehow the grid goes down and you guys are without power for a while, sometimes you need people to work together, and be a community, because
Absolutely.
you might need to take care of those grandbabies, or you might need to take care of your neighbor who is elderly and say, hey, you come over to my house. I have a generator, or
Mhm.
I have candles, or I have weapons, so we'll be safe at night. Because sometimes there are people that live alone that can't handle being alone. So
Yeah.
it's important to get that community. Make sure you have ways to contact people. You can even keep a map in that prepper guide. And I would 100% encourage you to keep a map of your area, of your local area, so that you know what's around you, who's around you, how to get out of your
That's not a
field.
bad idea, because when we went through that horrible storm,
Mm.
there were roads that were completely impassable
Yeah.
because the trees were down so badly. And
Yeah.
we had such a bad wind that places were destroyed and they didn't look the same.
Yeah.
But you could at least see a direction to
Exactly.
head toward if you had to.
Yeah.
Okay, so that was great. Are we gonna do a Sandy suggestion maybe?
I was gonna
Because
say, don't forget to prep that garden. Maybe this is where Sandy's gonna come into things.
Well,
yeah,
the funny thing is, Sandy's not about the garden this week.
That's
But
right.
before we leave, I want to just piggyback on what Monica said about our Hay Bale Prepper Guide, because one big thing that we had in the Hay Bale Prepper
Mhm.
packet is
Mhm.
all the formula on water, preserving
Preserving
water, and how to know how much water to
Yeah.
preserve for your family. Yeah.
yeah.
So it's definitely a thing to go check out the videos on it. It's on our community page to go check it out.
Mhm.
Um, all I see is somebody talking about being shirtless.
Tamara said, "Bob, I'd get arrested for being shirtless no matter what the temperature."
Because Bob doesn't wear shirts. They live in Minnesota and it's freezing, and the man wears shorts with no shirt and
That's
slides.
because Bob's a gangster. He
He
knows
is a
how it
gangster.
is.
Eric wears shorts year round too. The only time he wears jeans is when he's out in the field with the cows. Otherwise, he's in shorts all the
He
time.
Okay, there you go.
Crazy.
And Ginger says shop fans with rechargeable batteries are good.
Great
I
idea.
like all that stuff. They have really done the best. I can't imagine being anything but nice, Ginger. Oh, of course. She is a sweetheart, but she got a little redhead in there. We don't want to make that ginger angry. No more than you want to make Miss Ann angry, that's for sure. All right, let's do a Sandy thing because we still have a giveaway and we still have a story that Monica's going to tell us.
We do. So here is, even though Sandy could not be here tonight, we still have our Sandy suggestion for this week.
Good evening, everybody. This is Sandy with Sandy's Suggestions. I hope you're enjoying Hay Bale Friends every single week with all of our different ideas and our different topics. This week I'm actually in the kitchen instead of out in the garden because I am making vanilla. So I'm going to turn the camera around and I'm going to let you see what I am making and how I'm doing it. So here's 3 great big bottles of vodka. It's 1.75 liters. Now what I did was I bought 1 pound of grade A extra long Madagascar beans. You can use grade B too. But I love these extra long Madagascar beans. You can even see some of the remnants in there. Oh. So I just divided it between the 3 bottles, sliced them up, scraped, and I put them in actually just last night, and it is already turning a great color. So I'm going to shake these every single day for at least 90 days. Then you could use your vanilla extract, yes, but I like it to age for a very long time. So after about 3 months, I'll just shake it once a week instead, and it will make great vanilla for me. Look at all those beans in there. I think there's about 35 beans in each one. So this is just Sandy's suggestion. Make your own stuff instead of buying it at the store. See you next time.
I love that.
Let me tell you,
So cool.
it's good. While we're speaking about preparedness, it is good to have those plastic, cheaper bottle of vodka in your storage anyways.
It is.
1, for bartering,
Yep.
because that's going to be your token. 2, because you will always know that Casey will come to visit. 2, and 3, because you could make your own extracts and
Yes. And tinctures and all kinds of things.
Yeah,
I make tinctures out of that.
I think that was a great Sandy suggestion.
absolutely.
I love her very much. All right. So we are running close, but how about we have a giveaway that we might be able to do?
We do. And I think that we should, maybe we should say,
We have a hashtag. He's going to say something in just a minute. What'd you say?
Jennifer Ocean said that will put Jesse's Mexican vanilla bootlegging out of business. If we all start making our own vanilla.
Now, Lisa makes some amazing vanilla.
See?
She has her little bottles that because she did it for like years.
Yeah.
You think your boyfriend would drink it before it's ready? Well, in a pinch.
Oh, that's so funny.
I remember Lady Cheryl said, something came in and drank all my apple wine while the storm was going on. I don't know who it was that got that. She had made all her own homemade wine. It was gone somehow in a storm.
That
ice storm that Texas had.
Vanilla.
I challenge anyone to out vanilla me, says Jesse. All right. And what are they winning, Mr. Casey?
We are going to do yet again a wonderful Amazon gift card. Make sure, though, if you win, to email us, because that reminds us, y'all. Our brains are all over the place sometimes. Yep. So this reminds us that, this was our winner. We need to send it out because it is an gift card. Get it instantly, but
Within 24 hours, you need to.
Yes.
All winners, please email your name, your channel name, and we'll have your email address to roundthehaybale@gmail.com.
Do do do. And you can grab up some vanilla beans while you're on Amazon
Yes.
and start
Yeah.
some vanilla extract.
You know, Casey did say the other day that it had to be exactly like it is on there, but I love you, but I'm not really sure that it is case sensitive.
Okay.
I mean, you're an amazing human and I love you very much, but I think you can do it either way.
You're so sweet. Just be like, you're wrong, Casey.
Yeah.
No
Be any
way.
way you want. She's
It's
trying
okay,
to.
but we about to see. Okay. Somebody type in lowercase.
Okay. I'll do it.
We got 11.
I win, I'll give it up. But
Okay. No, Cynthia a lot just did it.
Yep.
And
Yep.
VNLLA.
I know. Isn't it? Jeannie said, Miss
I
Ann,
did
your
it.
voice is so
See,
soothing.
it's catching it.
Yep. Yeah, Rita did it too. It's catching it.
Thank you, Jeannie.
Only
Hey,
space
Casey, have you
enough.
seen your aunt and nephew in here tonight? I was just curious.
Who? Jeannie's?
His aunt and nephew, because they were maybe going to come in tonight. I think that was wonderful.
Aw.
Oh, it was Blue that won.
It was
Mhm.
Blue. Yep. I just reached out to her.
Okay,
Time wise, her time's a little different. So
yeah, it's probably like what 2 or 3 in the morning her time.
Yeah,
Bless
I
her
mean,
heart.
she popped in last week, so I was like, oh my gosh.
We
So I just
do.
don't wanna miss that. I feel so bad. I'm like, oh gosh, we've been so busy. It's crazy.
Yes.
yes.
We've had a lot going on too.
Remember
I mean, you
email
really
that
have.
email because we have a lot going on and a lot runs through our brain.
Roundthehaybale@gmail.com. And please make sure that you are subscribed to Hay Bale and Friends and
Yes.
that you hit the notifications. We're so close to getting to a number that we really, really like a lot. And we would really appreciate it if you would do that, please. Make sure that you're subscribed to Hay Bale and Friends. And then, of course, Casey, Hornsby Farm, the Halfway Homestead, and Monica, Bland's Promised Land Ranch, and me, Andale Homestead, because we all need subscribers.
Yeah.
It would be wonderful.
I love that. Yes, Miss Ann should like read the Bible and I would just listen to it all the day.
I would love to do that. I would mess up all the names, but I would love
Doesn't
to.
matter. You could just say blah 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 blah, and I'd be like, oh, I love that guy. That guy's amazing.
Bob and Rico.
Yeah, Bob and Rico.
Rico. Okay, so we're getting ready to count it down, right?
Oh,
Yes.
all
Count
right.
it down.
Thank you, Jeannie. Thank you. All right, so am I supposed to count it down?
Yes, we're gonna put it to you tonight.
Yep.
Okay. 3, 2, 1. Boop. Let's see who gets a $10 Amazon gift
Oh,
card.
y'all know Miss Ann's gonna win this. Watch.
Woo, 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 woo. I think it would be hilarious, but we would have to spin again.
Oh, yay.
She's in Florida.
Congratulations.
Jeannie, congratulations. Can you put the email back up again?
I sure
Over the
can.
email, please.
Yeah, go ahead and email us.
Email us right away, Jeannie, and let us know what. That way we'll have your email. Now, you can copy it to me if you would like at andalehomestead@gmail.com. That would be great. But this is roundthehaybale@gmail.com and andalehomestead@gmail.com.
Yeah.
That would be great. Okay, thank you.
Found yours, but I don't.
Yay.
Yay!
Congratulations.
That's so exciting. I love when people win.
Me too. Congratulations, Jeannie. That's awesome.
Congratulations.
So we have a little something coming up. I love Monica. I love your stories. I love your stories.
Well, I'm a little all over the place tonight, so hopefully this will be good for you guys.
Okay. So we have what, Casey?
You have a moment
with Monica.
Cool.
Okay, guys. So I'm a little high energy. People have said I'm a little too high energy for them, but I'm not always high energy. But I will say that I think it's a God thing. He gives me enough energy to kind of make it through these days. So this weekend I was at church and the pastor was teaching this entire sermon on something else. And he said Malachi 4:2. And he said, like when the cow that goes out and from the stall and is frolics, like in excitement. And I was like, wait, what? So Malachi 4:2 says, but you who fear my name, the Son of Righteousness will rise with healing in its wings, and you will go forth and frolic like calves from the stall. And I don't know if you guys have ever seen cows, like baby cows, or even like lambs and like animals that are kind of pent up. And if they're put in a space overnight, even my turkeys, okay, they do the same thing, where they're pent up overnight. And when you let them go, they get out. And cows actually do this. We have some videos of our big cows when they were going across the street to my neighbor's house. Whenever we would walk our girls over to Miss Trisha's pasture, they knew they were headed over there and they were so excited. They would literally like run, like they were clicking their little like hooves. Okay. They were like clicking together. They were so excited. And I just thought about that. Like, wow, you who fear my name, the Son of Righteousness will rise with healing in its wings. So Jesus is going to come back one day. And Luke 12:35 says, be prepared and keep your lamps lit. Educate yourself. Be ready. Be watching. Be ready for Jesus to come back. So just like we're talking about preparing tonight and being ready to go and see the Lord or whatever it is that you're looking forward to, be ready for that. Because when he comes back, you're going to be so excited. And I used to be a little nervous. Like I wasn't going to be prepared. I wasn't going to do enough things. I wasn't going to be that person that Jesus wants me to be. But you know what? I know that I am getting ready every day. I listen to the word. I try to just fill my mind with good things. And you can't always be planting those good seeds. Sometimes you be planting weeds, like Miss Ann said. But get out of the weeds, get in the good space, and be excited because one day the Son of Righteousness will rise with healing in his wings, and we are going to frolic like we just got into fresh pasture. And there is so much to be excited for. And we're going to go there and we are going to have a blast. Just like my Penny and Clementine going to my neighbor's house, ready for a fresh place to lay their feet and to just eat the really good stuff. So be excited, guys. Fill your mind with good things. Be ready because you never know when he's coming. But you will enjoy every minute of it once he gets here. There's nothing to be afraid of except your own mistakes, but it's cool. It's cool. God's got you. Anyway, that's my moment. Have a good week.
Oh, I love it. I absolutely love it.
I didn't even hear the whole preacher. I didn't even hear the preacher's sermon. Like my husband said later, Eric was like, did you hear such and such? And I was like, bro, I didn't hear nothing after he said Malachi 2. When he said the cows be running, I was like, oh my gosh, that's so true.
It is.
That is so true.
It is.
I want to run like that.
I want to run like that.
I want to run like that.
I'm just inspired every single week of how Monica, like on a whim,
yeah, I literally didn't have. Look, this is me.
Her moment within the hour that we're shooting, and it all makes sense and make you feel good. And
that's the Lord. That is God.
The Lord. That's the Lord.
It is the Lord. And
you.
You're good at.
I was not muted.
Were you?
No, she was not. She was not muted.
You
slaying just
you can watch me on replay during the week. Just make sure you're subscribed and hit that notification bell for hit the notification bell and subscribe to Hay Bale and Friends. That way you can hear us each day of the week.
There you go.
Seriously,
this has been fun as always.
We love having you guys with us on Tuesdays. This is so much fun. This is one of the highlights of my week. Shh, don't tell Eric because I enjoy my Thursdays, but I really love my Tuesdays too.
Me too.
Yeah.
All right.
And you want to close us out?
Well, I think we did, but we really appreciate you all. Please be sure that you are subscribed to Hay Bale and Friends, and we'll see you next Tuesday. Don't forget to check out every single day of the week. We have a video that comes out of our sections and the messages and the instructions that we talk about. So
yeah,
we love you, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye now.
Can some pickles, cook up some stew with friends by our side. Nothing we can